The first car we have here is the Mazda Roadster Touring. And my first impressions are very good. I love the open top feel. The mirror, well, it's large. I can't see the rear wing, because if I lean over, there's a nice big rear wing on this car. Better put my foot on the brake. The interior is great. It's really nice. I really like it. And let's see what it drives like. Without even thinking about it, I'm naturally checking the mirrors and everything, even though I'm on an empty track. That mirror is enormous, and I look forward to racing this car. Pity I won't be racing it in VR. Maybe the PS5 or GT Sport 7 will remedy that problem. Love the dashboard. I think it's really good, very clear and easy to read. Obviously it's based on the Mazda MX-5. The handling is remarkably good. I am pleasantly surprised with the handling. The open air feel I always like. And the MX-5 will be a car I'll buy in the near future. When I'm driving in VR, I find myself naturally doing things that I would do in a car. Just like that. Keep looking over towards the mirror, making sure I'm not going to hit somebody or somebody's not going to come up behind me. I will be taking this round the Nürburgring, and I really like the feel of this. I didn't know what to expect. Obviously I'm not totally going for it, but it's a really good fun vehicle. Let's do a handbrake turn and stop there. So that's the Mazda Roadster touring car. Let's get on to the next one. So I'll exit out. This is the bit that's going to be edited out. So we're going to go to the next one. And that is the S866. So we'll stop. We're in the little Honda S800 from the year 1966. And first impressions, it reminds me a little bit of a Mercedes at the front, but sort of more of a Triumph feel. The dash and the dials look glorious. It looks real. My seating position I better correct. Oh, it does like mucking about. Oh, that's better. I can see it. My shoulders are in the right place. So this is the Honda S800. Has the real feel of a 1960s vehicle, which it is. It looks very much like a Triumph of that period, with a hint of an old style Mercedes at the front, but you can look at that model in more detail. This is about the VR driving. The sound on this is pretty good. It almost sounds like an old style 1960s racing car, but without the speed. coming up to the main straight, and it says we're doing over 100 kilometers an hour when it's really maybe 82. Where the mirrors are positioned in the 1960s was great, right at the end of the bonnet, unlike now, which is on the door. In some ways it was a good idea, because all you had to do was glance in the direction you should already be looking. I loved the look of the wood on the steering wheel, and of course health and safety in those days was non-existent. So if you're in a crash, you're pretty much guaranteed to get that steering wheel through your chest. And you can throw it about a bit. Let's have a look. Oh, I can't get too close. I think that's leatherette, which would be 1960s. But it looks really nice, and I'd quite like to drive one of these now. The sound is really good. I know I've said it before, but the sound is really good. And again, it's a glorious open-top car. Something to go down to the seafront, just cruise down, do a few miles. Obviously, I don't know how comfortable it was in reality, but we'll stop the car here. And there you have, yes, Honda. Let's get on to the next one. Here we have the glorious Porsche 911 930 from 1981. It's a fantastic model. It looks great. The interior looks fantastic. One of my bosses had something like this. Of course, it's a manual, and it looks great. The dials and everything looks really good. And the old, I think it's a cassette radio down there, I can't tell. And of course it's a turbo. This one's in a sort of turquoisey blue. We're on the main straight, and let's see how fast this baby goes. The detail is great. How does it feel like to drive? Oh, it feels great. I don't know how it'll compete in the races, but let's see if we can catch a skid. Yes, we can. So it's not a spinner. So we know it's a Porsche because they've always had good handling. Let's kick the back out a bit. What do I think of the sound? I don't know really. It sort of sounds okay. I get a vague impression it's at the back of me. Because we're going that bit faster, we'll go a little bit further. Go through the S. Detail I would have liked is I'm having trouble seeing the dials, so it would have been nice if I could have lit up the dashboard, but I can't remember the button for putting the lights on, or even if there is one. Right, let's put it into the pits and move on to the next vehicle. Here we are in a Honda Civic. Here we are in the Honda Civic Type R, and it looks great. It's from the year 1998, and everything looks pretty cool. I'm not sure what that great big gap is. It looks like it should have a video screening, but obviously in 98 they never had it. The back of the car, as far as I can see, looks pretty good. The seats and everything looks pretty much spot on, as in most of these models. And yeah, it's a Honda. What can we say? We know the Type R is a sports car of sorts, or a hot hatch, if you want to call it a hot hatch. So let's give it some beans and hopefully not crash it. What do I think of the initial feel? Well, it's a Honda. It's already saying I've maxed out 113 miles an hour, so quite a bit slower than the Porsche I had. Really chuck it into the bend. Oh, misjudged that, didn't I? It would have been fun to be able to jump out and have a look at the damaged paintwork. The old days of Gran Turismo that you may have had a go of on the original Gran Turismo on the PS1 or PS2. Not the fastest of cars, but for the Honda fan, it's pretty good. Let's see if we can get into these bends and sling it about a bit. brakes have caught me out. The brakes aren't as good as the Porsche. And of course, it is suffering now. It has a dent on the left-hand side, and it has a dent on the right-hand side. So there we have it, the Honda Civic Type R. There goes the ghost car. Let's see if we can overtake the ghost car for the fun of it. Brings a whole new meaning to playing with yourself. This car seems to have a lot of roll to it. I'm just getting used to it because after the stiffness of the Porsche I just drove, this seems to have more body roll. As a driving experience, it's not bad. Not the fastest of cars in this game, but pretty good. I like the body roll and the way it feels. With a bit of practice, I think you could really have quite a bit of fun with this car. This Honda Type R. So that's my video of 4 of the cars. There is a Jaguar, but I haven't got it yet. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm out of here.